Yo, what's up? So I told people 3:30, but the Cavs game starts at 3:30, so look at the Oakland A's, man. How about those Oakland A's? Prop Beaver got his first Vive bet. Good for him. I can't believe I didn't bet Cleveland. I was leaning Cleveland on the show, and I didn't bet it. None of my baseball bets that I placed started. The first one I got is Dodgers down here. Wish I was holding the Cleveland plus 140 ticket right now. What's up, everybody? All right, so I started a few minutes early because the Lakers game is about to start, and let you guys know that I am on. One second. I usually don't have the template set up for one person, so I'm on Cleveland. I took the points. I actually took the money line too. Now, disclaimer with this one, I actually have just taken back-to-back losses backing the Cavs. I took them on the road in Denver. Weren't even close. They got their asses beat. Then I took them again on the road in Phoenix. Again, weren't even close. Got their asses beat. So I feel like I should mention that as of the last week or so, here I am giving out a Cavs pick. I have not done well betting the Cavs recently. I feel like it'll be only fair to you guys that I mentioned that. That being said, I want to show you something about these games. So real quick. All right, so here are the two games I'm talking about, right? On the road in Phoenix, they got, I mean, that score doesn't do it justice. I don't know if you watched that game. They got crushed. Yeah, they only lost by 21, but they were down like 25 the entire, no, they got crushed here. I want to show you something about these two games. Right here, Denver. Now, the reason I took Cleveland in Denver, if you remember, it's because the Nuggets were attacking the rim a lot, and Cleveland, although we haven't seen it much recently, we know Cleveland has a great interior defense. So I was like, you know what? They're healthy. I think they're going to show up. It was Mitchell was back. Mobley was back, which they're still back. So I was like, yo, let's back them. But look what happened in this game. It wasn't that I was wrong about that part. Denver shot 63.6% from three. 21 of 33 from outside the Nuggets went in that game. The Nuggets are not a great three-point shooting team. That seems like an outlier in the data if I've ever seen one. The Nuggets shoot 21 of 33 from outside. That's crazy. And then I took them again in the Suns game, and what did the Suns do? Jump shots, jump shots, jump shots. Just jump shotted the Cavs to death. Now, why did I mention all that? Because now they're playing the Lakers, who the Lakers are playing great. Not the best jump shooting team. In fact, for most points of the season, they've been a bad jump shooting team. And this is a Cleveland team that's healthy, and we know when they're healthy, they can protect the rim. So I like the matchup for the Cavs, and I also like how the Lakers have Minnesota tomorrow, a much more important game than this. So I took the Cavs, man. I feel like my reasoning on it makes sense. But then again, the Lakers have been playing great. And you know what? I want to pull up one thing real quick. One sec. Okay, Cavs, Lakers. Lakers look great. 8-2 in their last 10, 4-1 in their last 5. But look at the strength of schedule. 27th in the last 10 games, 30th in the last 5. So whenever you see a team that played that kind of schedule, whether it's a good team or a bad team, they tend to be overvalued. And with Minnesota on deck, I think Cleveland's about to beat them. So that game's about to start. I took the Cavs. That's the only game I bet so far, but we'll go through the other ones. We have 30 minutes before the MLB show starts, so if you want to run through the other one. Oh, let me run a poll real quick. Let's see what everyone's thinking. I got it at 5.5, by the way. This graphic says 5, but I'm pretty sure you can get 5.5. Let's give the poll like 10 seconds. I just want to see how you guys are feeling. I'm pretty sure that most of the action's coming in on the Lakers. It's at 4.5. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's good. Some late line movement towards my side. So I guess I got some value on 5.5. Lakers first quarter -1.5. I don't know anything about first quarter bets. I don't even know how you isolate something like that. Like, is there a site that offers first quarter metrics? I don't even know. Like, I wouldn't even know how to look at that. Let's go, Jay, man. Saddle up. I mean, I do like the pick on Cleveland. That being said, I liked them on the road in Denver the other night, and then I liked them on the road in Phoenix. But those two teams are, I mean, Denver, not really an outside shooting team. It shot 63%. That just seems like a freak outlier in the data. If the Lakers are about to come out here and shoot 63%, shoot 21 of 33 from outside and beat us, so be it. I will hold that L if the Lakers do that. But we know the Lakers are not a three-point shooting team, so I feel like we're on the right side here. It's 3-1 right now. The game started already. You know what? I'm going to put that on in the background. One sec, guys. Sorry. There's only 3 more games to get to, and they don't start yet, so I'm not holding anything up. Just one second. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, the MLB show's getting a lot of views already. Last year, we didn't start getting a lot of views towards the end of the season, so it was like 1,200 viewers or something in there today. Yeah, I don't know about you guys that have YouTube TV. I always choose the stream of the team I bet on. I don't know if that's like a superstitious thing, but I feel like you gotta. Like, you know, when YouTube TV, when you go to put it on and ask you like which team's broadcast you want to watch, always the team I'm betting, even though I watch it on mute anyway. All right. Yeah, I mean, wait, Denver team total over. We'll get to that in 1 second. My bad. All right, so it looks like the poll's leaning towards the Lakers, which I expected. I'm not really I looked into Twitch, but YouTube's been really good to me, so I'm cool with just sticking to YouTube. And maybe I don't know if there's a way if Restream is able to combine the comments into one, maybe. But all right, whoops, let me bring my browser over. Detroit, Brooklyn, and to be honest, I don't really know here, but I would like to take the points for the Pistons, but I know just off the top of my head, the Nets as home favorites have been solid. That's been the time. The Nets at home against bad teams in games they're supposed to win. They've been pretty profitable this year. And I'm not saying let's definitely not bet Detroit because of that, but it's important to just be aware of stuff like that. Let's check it out here. I was looking at it before, but refresh my memory. I know I don't have a bet on it. So the Pistons, they don't play till Tuesday after this. Okay, so the Pistons have 2 full days off after this. That's solid. Brooklyn has a game against the Kings tomorrow. You would think the Nets want to win their game against an Eastern Conference opponent but like, I guess that's something for the Pistons. Brooklyn has a game tomorrow and Detroit doesn't. Something. Yeah, just making sure. All right. What about injuries? No Cade, Fontecchio, Fournier. If I'm not mistaken, the Pistons have a solid hit rate this year without Cade Cunningham, or they did at one point in the season. I don't know if that's still. You know what? Let's look that up. Detroit's 4-11 without Cade this year, and on the season they are 13-64. So they actually have a higher win percentage without Cade Cunningham. Yeah, a higher win percentage without Cade Cunningham on the floor. I'm not saying they're better without Cade. I'm just saying no Cade Cunningham in the lineup shouldn't scare you off a Pistons bet. That's all I mean about that. All right, let's take a look at some numbers. I got to figure out how to make the spreadsheet load faster. Oh, there we go. It was pretty quick. Neither of these teams playing particularly strong schedules. The Brooklyn Nets have been better. Damn, Pistons relying on getting to the free throw line, but probably not going to be there against the Nets. That's down here. Last 10 games. Now, use the last 10 games. The Pistons have played the stronger schedule, but the Pistons have played a really weak schedule, specifically in the last 5 games, and they haven't really done shit. So I mean, this looks nice here in the last 10, but yeah, I don't like this here. Pistons have been getting to the line, but the Nets haven't been fouling. You know what? Let's look up how the Pistons have done against teams that don't foul. Where the hell's Pistons? So the Pistons against defenses that don't foul. Oh, they're actually 8-5. They're actually 8-5 against the spread against the top 5 defenses in free throw rate. So never mind. That's disregard that then. Nets playing elite 3-point defense. Oh, you can't see that. Here we go. Nets playing elite 3-point defense, but the Pistons don't shoot any threes. Look at the frequency numbers right here. 26% above the break, 9% corner. So that's solid. The Pistons aren't taking shots where the Nets are strongest. The Nets have been weak at the basket, but the Pistons don't really have a scoring presence on the interior. That's a tough look. What about the other side? No. Nets have been pretty balanced, shooting from everywhere. Pistons have been pretty ass everywhere. This is a tough one, man. It'll be Pistons or pass for me. You guys have anything in the comments? Oh, Duran downrated a questionable 5 minutes ago. Did I look very past that on the thing? Let me refresh the page. Yeah, holy shit. Refreshed it and popped right out Duran. Good call, whoever that was in the comments. So yeah, Duran might not play. Yeah, this is just a straight pass for me. But I'd lean Pistons because I don't even know. I was as I said, I would lean Pistons because, and as I said because, I was like, I don't really have a logical reason, so that's gonna be a pass. It's gonna be a pass for me. All right, let's move on to. Let me get my browser over here. Philly, Memphis, and I guess it's only been a couple games, so it's too early to decide. You know how teams have those players that are just listed as questionable, and it should, like, don't worry about it because they're probably going to play. I guess the Sixers with Embiid and Maxey are becoming like that because I'm pretty sure they're all listed as questionable, but I'll pull it up in a second to confirm. Okay, poll's running. Yeah, see? Maxey questionable, Toby Harris questionable, and Toby Harris just missed the game too. Yeah, Toby Harris just sat out the Toby Harris just sat out the Miami game. So Toby Harris is probably a true questionable, but Embiid and Maxey, I don't know. I think they just might be those guys that are dealing with injuries, lingering injuries. So I don't know if them being questionable should really move the needle either way. But look at this. Jaren Jackson Jr. out from Memphis. Kennard might not even play. Brandon Clark. Well, Brandon Clark's missed most of the season. Hey, Desmond Bane probable. Is that legitimate? Grizzlies Desmond Bane will remain sidelined right here 1 hour ago. See, that's why you can't blindly trust these sites, man. But so no Desmond Bane. I know this indicates he's probable. That's not the case. So, good Lord. Let's look into this, but how can we really make a bet on this game, honestly? I'm pretty sure the Philly is in Memphis tonight. They're in San Antonio tomorrow night. So if you're looking to bet back Memphis, that's something. Yeah, this dude needs to go. Sorry about that. I don't know. Some people are weird. Yeah, so if you're looking to back Memphis, that's something that Philly is in San Antonio tomorrow, but Memphis has 2 full days off, so I guess let's pull it up. But I wish I had better games to go through with you guys, honestly. Yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly, and I bet Cleveland if you didn't see in the beginning. But part of that was just like, yo, I want to bet an NBA game today, and it's the only half decent one. All right. Okay, so I like this right here. Look at the strength of schedule for Philly. The last 10 games, they're first. The last 5 games, they're fifth. So Philadelphia is probably a little bit undervalued, and I was talking about this the other night when I gave out. Well, I didn't really give out Philly over the Heat. I said I was thinking about taking the Sixers in that one. But you can see in the last 5 games, Philadelphia, third in offensive rating, and look at the three-point shooting. Look at the three-point shooting for Philly, and look at Memphis' three-point defense. Let's go with last 5 games. Last 5 games, Philly's offense. Look at this shit beyond the arc. I mean, on paper, the Sixers should hit 23s in this game. And if Embiid plays drawing double teams, Memphis has been doing a good job defending the interior. Look at this. Third in the paint, third at the rim. But Philly isn't really shooting down there. They're taking a lot of jump shots. I don't see how you would take Memphis here unless the only way I could see taking Memphis is if you think these guys are sitting. That'd be the only thing. And I mean, Philadelphia does play San Antonio tomorrow, so maybe they sit him in this one and play him in that one, but it would have to be Sixers or pass for me. It's too advantageous of a matchup. So Sixers or pass for me. $52%, 35%. So it looks like they agree with me. Let's go, Cleveland. Get it started. Garland finishes in the fast break. Looked like a turnover. I missed the start of it. All right, so last game. Atlanta, Denver. Okay, you know what? I'm down to take a look at this one because I know maybe you're like, oh, this one sucks too. But the Hawks, what I like about the Hawks right now is, one, they've been playing a little bit better recently, but also they've been playing with a certain style. It's not like random. They've been shooting the 3 ball. They've been defending the perimeter pretty well. And I don't mind when betting on games with bad teams in it. I don't like betting teams that have had pieces moving in and out of the lineup because oftentimes you can't get a feel of what the team's even going to do. But Atlanta's been playing a pretty specific style, so we might be able to find value here. Let's see, Atlanta, Denver. All right, what does Denver got on deck here? All right, Denver's got 2 full days off. They don't play again till all the way down here. Their next game is at Utah. That's not till Tuesday. What's Atlanta got? All right, same with Atlanta. Hawks don't play till Tuesday either. So solid spot for both these teams. Neither of them on back-to-backs. Nuggets travel in from L.A. Hawks travel in from Dallas, so nothing there. Solid, decent spot for both teams. Oh, let's go injuries. Still no Okongwu, still no Trae Young. We know that. Jalen Johnson is in. The Hawks were missing him when he was out. 2 big ones right here. Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon. I don't think Jamal Murray's going to play because he's been listed as questionable, and he's been listed as questionable every game. But I read a report from the coach that was like 2 days ago that said, we think Jamal Murray's going to be back before the playoffs. That doesn't exactly sound like a report you'd give in an interview if you expected him back tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's not what you would say. If you expect the guy back tomorrow, you wouldn't say, yeah, if someone asks you, hey, coach, is Jamal Murray coming back? And you have a game, it's Tuesday, and you have a game on Wednesday night. If he had a chance of playing, your answer wouldn't be, we think we'll have him back before the end of the season. I just feel like that was a little bit telling that Jamal Murray's not going to play the next few. So I don't think Jamal Murray's going to play. Which means, I've showed you guys these stats before. But the Nuggets are only 13-10 without Jamal Murray this year. They average 112 points per game. This particular one doesn't show field goal percentage, but their field goal percentage is a full 3.5% lower. The Nuggets offense is significantly worse without him. So No Jamal Murray is huge. Now, I don't know what the deal is with Aaron Gordon, though. Obviously, he's an important piece. Okay, so yeah, someone saying thank you, Rayman. Someone said there's no props for Jamal Murray either. So, yeah, I don't think Jamal Murray's going to play, in which case, when you first look at that, you're like, 12.5, I'm Denver at home. But with no Jamal Murray, things get a little interesting, and I feel like that's what people were missing in that Nuggets-Clippers game the other night. Not only is it Nuggets on the road where they're worse, it's Nuggets on the road without Jamal Murray, and that offense on the road without Jamal Murray is not very good. So that's why that line felt a little sketchy. It's because of that. (16-14) Cleveland. Apply pressure, Cavs. Apply pressure. LeBron misses a 3. All right, sorry. So check this out. I mean, right here, last 5 games. You know, I'll bring one up, bigger one up so you can see. Watch the last 5 games right here, so we can see, get an idea of what the Nuggets are looking like without Jamal Murray. Last 5 games, strength of schedule 8th to 13th. So they've played a similar schedule. Look at the efficiency numbers. Now, this is overall net efficiency. This is literally points per 100 possessions minus points allowed per 100 possessions. 16th to 13th. The gap between these two teams without Jamal Murray isn't nearly as big as we think. Or when, obviously, this is a 5-game sample size. The Nuggets are much better than the Hawks. But as far as how they're playing right now in the last 5 games, it's not the craziest gap. Look at, and this tells a story, kind of what we were talking about. Look at the Nuggets' offensive rating the last 5 games. 21st. Hawks offensively not getting to the free throw line. And that's huge because the Nuggets foul a lot. Let's check that out. So we need the Hawks. Hawks. All right, Atlanta. Let's see Atlanta against defenses that foul a lot. It's going to be bad because they're bad against everything. 5-8 against the spread. Atlanta's 5-8 against the spread against the bottom 5 in free throw rate. But that for Atlanta standards, that's actually a solid number. Denver doesn't force any turnovers, though, which is nice because the Hawks usually have problems protecting the basketball. This is where we need to look, and this is where it gets rough because the Hawks have been pretty three-point. I mean, you can see right here, all jump shots for the Hawks. They're not attacking the rim. All the Hawks scoring has come from jump shots. They're shooting the ball well. They're shooting the ball a lot, but Denver's really defended the 3-ball well. That's been the strength of the Nuggets defense recently, which makes it's tough for Atlanta. What about on the other side? You can see Nuggets offense last 5 games. Ugly looking numbers because without Jamal Murray, they're not the same team. Okay, Atlanta. Hawks with some decent interior defensive numbers here and some decent numbers out on the 3-point line. Man, I feel like you got to take the Hawks here. Hawks are past. Do we want to bet Atlanta? Now, this game, Atlanta did not cover this game, but this wasn't a blowout. They were catching 12.5. They lost by 14. Before that, they beat up on the Pistons. They didn't cover this, though. I think they were laying 11. Beat up on the Bulls in Chicago. I like that. What do you guys think? You want to take the Hawks here? I didn't even run a poll. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see what you guys think. Let's see if we just went through, if that was compelling enough for you guys to click Hawks right now based on what we just saw. Okay, some votes coming in on Atlanta. I'm down to do it. How about this? If this poll finishes at 60% or above on Hawks, I'm betting it. I'm on the Mets too, bro. Good bet. I'm on the Mets too. Mets are hot. 65% polling on the Hawks. 64%. Everyone's voting the Hawks. I love it. Should we money line it? My last 2 big dog money lines were Nets over the Pacers, cast, and then Spurs over the Pelicans last night. 2 big ones. Should we take Hawks money line? I mean, let's not act like it's crazy. This is a Nuggets team in the last 2 games. They only almost lost to the Spurs, and then they lost to the Clippers. Without Jamal Murray, the Nuggets are not the same Nuggets. You have to remember that when you're looking at this game, because we look at them, we see the champions, Jokic, right? But this is not the same team without Jamal Murray. Without Jamal Murray, the Suns are a play-in team in the Western Conference. So it's not crazy to think the Hawks can beat them. Denver goes crazy at home, he says. Denver's last 4 home games, they didn't cover against San Antonio. They beat and covered the Cavs, lost to Minnesota, lost to Phoenix. So Denver's last 3 home games, 1-3 against the number. The Nuggets at home thing, it's not a dead trend, but it's a 2023 trend. The Nuggets haven't been insanely profitable this year. You know what? Let's see exactly. All right, Nuggets at home. Where the hell is Nuggets? Oh, here we go. Nuggets at home, 19-19 against the spread, a minus 4.42% ROI. So if you've been betting the Nuggets at home this year, you're down money. Last 10 at home, Nuggets 5-5 against the spread, minus 4.55% ROI. So if you've been betting the Nuggets in the last 10 at home, you're down money. And the Nuggets last 5 at home, 2-3 against the spread, minus 20. Yeah, so betting the Nuggets at home hasn't been very profitable this season. Let's do it. I'm down. Let me get the best price, though. All right, Nuggets plus 11. I can get a Hawks plus 11.5, minus 110. It looks like you can get that everywhere. DraftKings, FanDuel, PointsBet, Bovada. Yeah, so you can get that a lot of places. I'm taking it. Let's do it. I need to send it to the Discord, too. One sec. And it's 3:53, so it's about time to bring Prop Beaver and Toast on to do some MLB. We got 8 more games to go through. I'm taking the money line, too. But the bet I'm posting, I think, to take the points. But personally, I'm going to gamble a little and take the money line. I'm in. Let's do it. One sec, sorry. I'm putting a disclaimer with it. Just gambling with this one. So people don't see it like, oh, Kyle says to go heavy on the Hawks. I don't want to send the wrong message. All right. So thank you. Yeah, Spurs was dope. Appreciate it. And that, you know what? The Spurs money line really saved my night because my picks didn't do well last night. But a plus 540 hit will really save everything. I probably should have lost 3 units last night. I lost 0.2 units thanks to the Spurs money line. Really saved what would have been a bad night. All right. So the poll, by the way, is all over the Hawks. 60%, 26% Atlanta. So, yeah, I'll be back. I'm literally just going to shut the stream down and go over to the MLB. So, depending on what device you're watching, here, I'll post a link. And if you're on a phone, you can just switch right over. If you're not on the phone, Action Network. If you're not on the phone, you just, depending on a smart TV, you just back out, go over to my channel, and click my own like button there. All right. Yeah, I know fading the Guardians hasn't been profitable. I've been on Cleveland. All right, so there's the link to join the MLB one. I'll be over there. I'll be live on there in 3 minutes. Be right back. Later.